Oh, hey, just a second. Hang on, let me hit pause. Whew! I love that song. But we'll come back to it later because we have got some really, really important things to cover today. Have you ever put your life on hold? At the time we're taping this, the world is in the midst of the global COVID-19 pandemic. And I cannot tell you how many times I've heard people say something like, when do you think this will be over? As if over means Dorothy will come skipping down the yellow brick road to our doorstep and announce all problems have been solved and our life is now perfect. What? Stop. Just stop. Yes, this is a scary time. Yes, we are shoulder deep in uncertainty. Yes, phrases like new normal are more normal than they are new. And yes, many aspects of our lives have been thrown into absolute chaos. But no, your life, my life, it's not on hold until this is over. Not unless we choose for it to be. That's the problem with the hold button or the pause button. It's so easy to just press it and then forget it. Yeah, exactly. Then we wake up a year or a decade later and we wonder, what happened? It doesn't have to be that way. I'm Dr. Bradford Cooper of the Catalyst Coaching Institute, where we partner with current and future health and wellness coaches on the journey toward better than yesterday. But that journey can get sidelined when we find ourselves pressing that pause button, that hold button on our lives. We've been talking about various aspects of transitions and transitioning through different stages of life here on the YouTube coaching channel recently. Today we're going to explore 3 strategies that I've discovered as I've been coached when it comes to creating a fresh start anytime that pause button seems to be locked in place. And if you stick around for the end, I have a feeling there might be a 4th tip thrown in there. By the way, your personal health and wellness coach can be a great resource on this journey if you're fortunate enough to have one. So number 1, do a reality check. Maybe your life isn't on hold after all. Maybe you just had the volume turned down and you didn't realize it. Susanna and I were looking back on the past 9 months and discovered that in the midst of everything that's happening, it has been one of the most eventful 9 months of our entire lives.
2 weddings, the engagement of our son, a new puppy joining the family, exploring 2 activities in the form of paddleboarding and gravel biking, completing my PhD, the launch of this very YouTube coaching channel, transitioning our coaching certification through the MBHWC, and a tripling of the Catalyst Health Wellness Performance Coaching podcast audience.
That's a lot of stuff. If we felt like our lives were on hold, it wasn't a feeling based on reality. And oftentimes, that's exactly what you'll discover. Our memories don't line up with reality, and a quick check can help align the two. Number 2, if your quick review reveals that, yes, indeed, my life actually is on hold, then the next step is to realize I'm the one who pushed the button. The pause button, it doesn't push itself, and nobody else has access to it except for me. So if that pause button's been activated, I'm the one who activated it. Maybe there was a good reason at the time. Maybe I was feeling overwhelmed or exhausted. Maybe some big event came up and a temporary pause was absolutely in order. That's okay. Even valuable in some cases. But there's a reason the pause button is very different from the stop button. It's meant to be temporary, not permanent. So now it's time to take ownership for the pause and determine whether you're committed to moving forward. Number 3, once you have number 2 firmly in place, it's time to pick a destination that fits you right here and right now in your life, whether that destination is around the block or up to the moon. You see, the destination isn't the key. The movement forward is what matters most. Newton's first law of motion reminds us that objects in motion stay in motion. Once you begin to create motion in a positive direction, that motion will continue. And the pause button, well, that'll be a distant memory. It's not a hypothesis, it's a law. If you'd like more tools and resources to make the most of your story, pop over to the catalystcoachinginstitute.com. You can see that website down below. Or here's an awesome video if you want to check something out next. That'll give you some momentum going forward. Now, as far as the bonus tip goes, stop comparing yourself to others. I feel pretty fast when I'm racing guys in their 50s like me. But when I make comparisons to D1 college runners, different story altogether. Same is true in life. Stop using social media as your measuring stick. There is no galaxy where that provides an accurate comparison for your life. You are you. Be a great you, the best version of you. Just remember that to do so involves releasing that pause button. This is Dr. Bradford Cooper signing out. It's time for me to hit play.